platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do make sure to consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. If you're a member of the platform, bless up to all of you lovely lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will aid you along the lines to complete the process. So as I saw by the title, we're asking the strong question. A lot of persons texted me as well, but I came to the same conclusion, which I'm going to get to, but I'm going to ask the question: is this 2025 Unity Cup the best suited thing for the Jamaica Reggae Boyz? And if you're coming from Nigeria, which you know I have a lot of supporters from TNT, you could ask the question. Worst off, if you have games right immediately after that, I'm going to dig deep and let you guys see why I've come to my conclusion. My conclusion is, after hearing the coach stated that he wants to get the team as close as possible, and then I've done my calculation on all the other aspects towards the team building pool, I want to tell you guys shockingly, I am not so fond of this Unity Cup thing unless it's something different, unless it's something to aid the pool, like strengthen the pool and get players to see players. But aside from that, I am not so sold on it. I'm going to dig deep and show you why I've said so. Let me start by blessing the people I'm in. Guys, I have been busy working in the backyard a couple of days now. I was tired the other day. I couldn't come on to do the Reggae Girls. Because remember, it's a big project I'm doing, and I really need my barbecue overall station to be packed and well setted and stuff before the summer started. Or starts, all right? Yes, so I was busy talking about working on those things, so it really caught me out. The first day was tough because I'm telling you, I'm pinned up. It's a 35 by 20 foot space that I'm digging down almost 8 inches to a foot lower to get it into the right prime condition so I can cement it and then finish up everything that I'm doing. So it's a good thing I'm doing, and believe me, it's giving me the physique that I needed. Sean, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Jamaican family vibes, massive respect. Float management in the building. David J. Kevin Jones. So this one is not going to be long because I have to go back out soon. All right. Bestest documentary. Lansdy, my brother. Massive respect. Osh Poppy and Jay Seguna in the building. Let me tell people to hit the like button first. So at least I don't have to repeat it. All right. Hit the like button. All right, so that is good. All right, so I want to hear you guys take on it. If you're going, when you're starting the video, please give me your honest take on it. All right, so the Unity Cup, Jamaica will be facing Trinidad and Tobago on the 27th. All right, and then on the 28th, you're gonna have Ghana Black Stars versus Nigeria Super Eagles. You have Super Falcons, Super Eagles. So Super Eagles. All right, yes, and then on the 31st will be the final sets of games, where in which winners plays winners and losers plays losers. That's how it's going to be structured, right? So, but the problem is, right on the second, you're going to have a international window open. All right. Before that, it's not an international window, so it's a non-international window. The only thing I could say, the reason why people who could come on board is solely based on the fact that the leagues will be finished. But the problem is, majority of the leagues that we're going to be picking some players from might have not been finished on certain period. So a lot of those guys that the coach claimed to say that he wants to get into the prime of his system won't be available. Because for instance, Leon Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, Mikel Antonio if possible, Bobby Reed, Bobby Reed currently because he's not injured, Damian Lowe, Damari Gray, Andre Blake, all of those individuals will be actually playing games 12 hours before. So they are literally not going to make it for one of the games for sure. And the turnaround for the next game, then they have to run off, come to St. Vincent. Hear me? No, sorry. So to British Virgin Islands to make it for the 7th. I think that is too much. And then right after that, it's going to be the Gold Cup. I think that the stretch right there of so much games, after coming to a tough end of the season, I want to say that it looks like it's too much of a tight schedule for me, and I wouldn't actually take this competition. I wouldn't actually take this competition if what I'm doing it for is what he stated, to fine tune his system. Or are you going to fine tune a system when you don't have anybody there to fine tune the system? I can't understand that, you know. Yes, so that it kind of troubled me, because I'm saying the statement that he's saying doesn't match what's going on here when I do the calculation. And the calculation means that a lot of these guys are not going to be present. And you know, once we say that, that's exactly what will happen. All right, so what are we trying to achieve? Are we trying to go to the Gold Cup qualifiers without Liam Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reed, and everybody else? Because that's what you said. You understand me? So it's not matching up. If you had told me that you want to look at other additional players, then I could look at it from that standpoint. All right. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with the statement. Real Ball and oh said JD have enough money. Hire some workers, sir. I had said that it's my project, and it's going on closer to the summer. So I'm in peak physical shape. So me doing it, believe me, I really enjoyed it, you know? Yes, me coming on online, and me doing that, I will always prefer doing that, because the joy that I saw my little kid playing and said she have more space to play, she can put out her table a little bit more extensive and do more things. I am okay with that. All right. Greenwood Screamer, Zay says, Ty, big up yourself, thanks for being here. AJ says, Mace Greenwood. Real Baller said, JD, I'm starting to think the same way. Might be too much games. And I kind of look at something, and I am not sure if the coach had looked into it too deep before jumping into this one. All right, and I'm hoping that they had talked to the coach fully before they jumped to this conclusion. You get me? Yes. And JD, a strong Jamaica, you know, jungle have strong people. Yeah, I think I'm physically strong to handle that. Man like all Jason that love run competition with me, I would love to see him take on that. You know, I would love to see him take on things like that. You know, yes, because that is not a play competition. You know, yes, real life 15, 25, 55, 70,000 pounds of dirt, you know, you're digging up and stuff. You know, I would love to see that. At least I know that he would have feel some pain, you know, tomorrow morning. Fritzner said, JD, you are so right about Dumani. She might be Ballon d'Or. Well, Fritzner, or watch football, and we are non-biased. All right, that's the best thing I've ever chosen on YouTube, being non-biased and not pick a fraction. And obviously, I have a audience that I could have easily be just delusional, and everyone accepts me and everything is okay. You get me? Because people said it's okay for me to be delusional and just pick a side. And I've always been non-biased. And that led me to even a new career. Something that I can really push on to, you know? So Fritzner, Dumane is a superstar. And anyone that never saw that this girl is the best football player in ladies football maybe 2 years ago, just never actually saw what makeup she have. You understand me? For instance, look at Canada. You have a player in Canada that they said is kind of a man-type player. I'm not going to go deep into it, but I'm just trying to show you. Dumani doesn't carry that man-type belief from people, but her makeup is, her twitch muscles them seems to be over the top over all players. Aside from maybe Kanu from Nigeria, Kanu from Nigeria, and around 4 to 5 Kunda Nanji, and some some other players. You have like maybe solidly 10 players in ladies football that looks like her. So really and truly, the other players them can't catch her. because they are not on the same stratosphere as these type of players. When these type of players, you look at them, their definition, you know that they have close control ability, they are going to be ridiculously better than everybody because they're faster than everybody, stronger than everybody. So if they have technical ability, that's it. Nothing else you're gonna do. And Dumani is on the tier like all the other girls that we have talked about. Yeah, Banda, yes. That's why I said 10 of them you have. Those girls, once they screw up against the normal girls, looking girls, they have no chance, people. They have no chance. You saw it in the World Cup the last time when you saw them squared up against teams. The teams beat their teams, but nobody could have stopped these individual players because they're so powerful, and they have all the natural traits of the footballers, so they become some powerhouses. And at this point, Dumani is the best current player in ladies football, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Nothing to do with French football because she did the same thing in the Champions League. So that's why I said it's not even close. Barcelona's player, Banmati, and all of those girls are exceptional this year. That is true. But it's a team cohesive style they do play. Dumani is, I am going to do this by myself, and sometimes someone might come with me, but it's going to be mainly me doing this. And if you put me alone on the next poor team, it's going to be me alone doing this. You understand me? Because you just need to kick the ball to me, and I am going to be doing this. So that is special to see. Hey, Sean, we are going to do Suriname. Sean, you never called me. It's other people called me. I'm going to fire you, Sean. I'm going to have to fire you, because you're not doing your job. You're busy talking about Jamaican girls every day of your life. Fritz, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Mr. Savi said Messi or Ronaldo. I will go with Messi at this current moment. And you know what? I will go with whatever suit my system. And most of my system will go with technical ability. And I want to say that Messi has more technical ability in the departments that I'm looking for. That's my answer. All right? But I have nothing against both of them. Sadna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Rajman, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Warrior 777, big up yourself. Prime Xavi or Prime Pirlo? Xavi, Pirlo was different than Xavi. Pirlo is kind of attacking midfielder to a central forward, Pirlo was not a deep line midfielder, To be honest, his natural ability, So Iniesta and Pirlo would have been similar. It's when he got older, he kind of figure ways to drop off, but he was not the natural central as Xavi was. So if you're talking about a deep line central, you have to put Xavi over Pirlo. If you're talking about a Roma, drop into your back, slap it in the net, link up plays, chip over the top, Pirlo is that dude. All right, yes, but it's two different players, to be honest. Yes, JD, we need, yeah, man. All right, no problem. Fritz, now we are here. All right, yes. So it's two different players. You can't link both of them and class both of them. You have to say Iniesta versus Pirlo. Then you have to look at what Iniesta does well. And I think the better comparison between Iniesta would have been Lampard. No, Lampard ain't. Lampard, English players ain't good. But the style that Lampard played in, that's what I'm talking about, not necessarily the quality of Lampard. Lampard was okay, but Lampard and Iniesta should not be in the same conversation of football. I don't rate English players that much when it comes on to football takers. Yeah, those players, Iniesta them was different level to Lampard them, believe me. Gerrard, technical ability. I like Gerrard technical ability over Lampard. I don't even think that was even close. But Gerrard was a right back. He was an industrial player. He was a right back, defensive central midfielder, attacking midfielder, left winger, right winger, central. Gerrard was talented, man. Gerrard was incredible talented. Hello, me too. Watch for a bit. Okay, and thanks for being here. Yes, you have some players that was seriously talented. I think Gerrard might be the most out of everyone. Paul Scholes was very good with his technical ability. So Paul Scholes, Gerrard, Paul Scholes, Gerard. I don't want to come off my topic, people. So I will deal with that. I will open a Q&A before, and then we can chop up those historical footballers. All right? Yeah. So let me stick to what we saw here. So what are we getting out of this competition? We're going to get League One, Championship, and it all comes down, especially for Championship. It all comes down to where the placement of the players and the clubs came. All right, you have Charlton that's in the race for a spot, so you might have a few ballers of Charlton still became not available as well. Which is I think Kaim Dixie will be there regardless, because Kaim Dixie is just there because they don't have any players, to be honest. Even though he got more minutes the last time, because you never had Tyrese Campbell either. So you have more injuries, so he got more minutes. Yeah, but he would be available for Jamaica, because I don't think if those guys are available, Tyrese, you will have Kaim Dixie getting in the game. We have to be honest to ourselves. So Kaim Dixie will be available. Anderson, they rely on Anderson a lot more. Sheridan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Bless up JD. It would work if we weren't trying to qualify for World Cup. That's what I wanted to go into, Rajman. That's what I wanted to go into, because the magnitude of the World Cup game, which is Guatemala, the last game, I am kind of slightly worried, and start to ask, is this the coach doing? Because this seems like the tournaments then that JFF just end up signing up for, because it's just availability and collecting some check. No, I can't speak Hindi. Can't speak Hindi at all, but I can speak English though. Yeah, and I have friends from India. Even I need to text her as well. One of my friend. Yes, no, I can't try. I can't pronounce some of those words. I will ask Ariel to teach me some Hindi in my free time. So tell you what, I will tell you two words the next time. The next time I do come on, I will ask my friend, because I do have friends. I do have friends that comes from India, because I'm in Belgium and it's a multicultural place. Bless up yourself, Africans. Thanks for being here. Father Bling in the house. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes. What is your opinion on Denmark? Just asking. It's hard for me. Tell people. When I just strung up this one for a small time, just to talk on a specific subject. I'm sorry, I never expected it to be so broad conversation. Yeah, but I wanted to just talk about Jamaica, and by extension Trinidad and Tobago, Nigeria, and Ghana in this one, because it was a tournament. You understand me? All right, Kumar, make sure you join me the next time. I will ask Uriel to teach me a few words. All right, and then I will try and pronounce them. Yeah. It makes no sense for me to make fun of myself. All right, when I know that I could have asked my friends and get the correct information. All right. Yes, no problem, Liam. Thanks for being here. But definitely, we normally have conversation way more broad brush, but I wanted to know more. I know Denmark ain't far from me, because I do live in Belgium. Yeah, so it ain't far from me, but I can't go into individual, like what the country is like and stuff, because this is rooted in football as well. Are you married? Yes, I'm married. Yes. We missed you, bro. Fritz, now it's not. I'm telling you, it's just because I got caught up sorting out the yard, and the more the yard looks better, it's the more I want it to work. Yes. Yeah. So that it will be done very soon. All right. Call your wife. My wife is in the living dying, no, in on the veranda. Yes, but I won't do that. I don't need to do that. All right. But yes, I am married though. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's not hard to find out as well, because I have a Facebook. I have a Facebook and stuff. So, are you from Jamaica? Yes, I'm from Jamaica. Yes, I'm from Jamaica. I do speak Jamaican patois as well. Some says that maybe that's just my friend Jamaican Guna, but I do speak patois, English, Dutch. Um, what else I've learned? I've learned a few words in other languages. German, a few words in French, because even in Dutch you have a few words in that's French as well, because Dutch is a mixed language, from German, French, and English. All right, yes. So you get to learn a lot more. One, it open up your overall knowledge pool, our base when you go to different countries. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Wife cry. Yes or no? One time? What? Big of yourself determined. Massive respect and thanks very much. All right, so let me discuss it now. All right, so Jamaica, I've discussed from the 27th to the 31st. And that means you'd have the main players them coming in for only one game and maybe one training session. Then they have to jump straight back on a plane because it's going to be the first. The competition will be finished because it's the 31st, the final game. So obviously you have to go back and sit down and get everything organized and get yourself to get out to make it to to British Virgin Islands, and then you have to get a training session in because it's mandated that you have to get a training session in on the pitches before you actually plays. So you're gonna push against time to go there again to get a training session in before the 7th of June. All right. So you're gonna have from the 1st to the 4th to reach there to get a training session in. So you only have a day, 2 days to fly, 1 day to fly, and 2 days within that to get a training session in. You understand me? So that then you have to play that game. Then you have to come back to Jamaica. You're not going to get you're going to get half of a training session for Jamaica. For that, and then you have to leave to the Gold Cup. So I can tell you, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. JD, I reached out to you, but I didn't get an answer. Bro, you never reached out nothing to me, man. What are you talking about, Omar Henry? Unless I don't know where you reached out to me. I'm on Imaxit Football Twitter. Imaxit, and my phone number is right here. What you try to reach out to me on? Let me check it because I am old, Omar, I'm a little bit old, so sometimes you have to bear with me. I have not seen anything though, Omar. So please just reach out back to me again. All right. Yes. I saw some El Salvador fans concerned. What about the Suriname listing? Love what Suriname doing, and I like the fact that they're so clear in their like what they want to do. Please do so again, Omar, because I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I like Suriname is very so clear. Oh, these are the guys that's doing their papers. Yeah, and they're gonna be switching over, and this is the direction we're going into. Why we keep on have to be like so off here, confusing. It's like when we hear something from the JFF, it's literally more confusion when they're done speaking. Have you ever realized that? Be honest to yourself. Have you ever realized that once they are done speaking, it's more confusion? And that's why it's always shocking to me when people says the JFF is better today. I know what they're trying to say because obviously they have Simon in it now, and we know Simon, and they are the friends them in it now, so they know they are the friends, so they have to try prop up their friends. But it's not better. It's not. If you think it's better, you are lying, or you just love your man friend them. All right, you're lying. It's not better. Maybe your friends them might be doing good, yes, but aside from your friends, them the press officer, the press, not the press conference, the general secretary, he came out the other day giving people misinformation. So nothing have changed. It's more confusion. So stop yelling like the Joker. No, I'm just saying they're lying. It's not better. It's not better. I'm very sorry. It's because they don't want the players, bro. Patrick said, I'm going to Jamaica soon. Oh, is it like? I am not sure. I'm the wrong person to ask what Jamaica is like today. I think you can ask people inside the chat though. You get big up yourself, Ernest. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, man. The story of you have to hide this and you have to hide that. No. Other countries bringing in ballers and they ain't hiding nothing at all. It's normal. Sheridan said it is worse today. Too much friendship in the JFF, feeding each other. I am warrior. I am very, very sorry, but it is very true. But the problem is when I had said it early on, when everybody that run go into the JFF, and I said this is not going to be good for nobody. This is just more people getting controlled. You guys said I was bad mind because it was not me getting jobs and all sort of stupidness. As if like what I heard people fighting over TV and informing on people to buy a 500 US TV. From the last 7 years, I can just walk into any store and buy a $500 TV without a problem. So why would I want to join those chaotic situations? I'm wondering if people understand that the foreign people there. Respect, you here? All right, thank you, massive respect. Yeah, so it is just funny, but I'm just loving this transparency, so people can see that everything what they're telling you is a lie. All right, because I saw people releasing list of people that can play and they're trying to get, so they're trying to get their fans on the side. And that's what I was telling people from day one. This is how you get people on your side. Being transparent. Being transparent is always essential. But for some reason in Jamaica, a man told me live here, and I can call his name, Cataract. Said me talking about being transparent, people in Jamaica would think that I'm a thief. Up to this day, I never understood that statement. I said it to my wife and asked her, you really think being transparent, someone would look at you as a thief or wouldn't believe you? Up to this day, I can't understand what he said to me, you know. Up to this day, he said it live to me. I can't believe what he said to me. I'm saying, how this even makes sense? Me talking about transparency. Look at the other day when people put their money in, and I put up every money except the one person said that, oh, he just wanted to donate and he doesn't want to put his name. That's the only one. Everybody called me and said, JD, I love that. Look how everyone get their money. And everything is nice. You don't hear a soul call me. Nobody even question nothing. This when the guy said it to me, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm saying, damn. So no, I can't understand why no such call me Asian. Because I'm nothing like these people. Damn. Because I am forcefully want to be transparent so people can see that, listen to me, this is the time that it takes to get through. This is exactly what I've gotten, and these are the people. So next time, more people can come on board. Transparency opens up doors. I have never heard these things in my life. JD, you better believe what he says. No, I'm not. But, well, that is in maybe in Jamaica. And I just saw Mr. Dre said that's a lie. So that means it's only where he lives that's a truth statement. Because I'm not going to say he's a liar then. Because I saw people in the chat backing him on his statement. But other people in the chat saying that is not true. That is not general Jamaica. People want to be transparent. JD, Cataract always follows the going trend. He probably heard someone say that somewhere. Okay. Well, one thing I know, symbolic, big yourself, thanks for being here. Ain't gonna lie. Okay, all right. Once you don't be disrespectful, wagwan. All right, big up on yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Yeah, so as what I've said, I'm loving what Suriname doing, and I'm loving that it's exposing to other areas. Mexico doing paper suppliers, they're telling the fans then that this is the new individual coming on the block. So they're selling the player to them. JFF, the longer you go around and make up stories and talk about who you can't give name, you can't do this. it's the less someone know about the players. So if you want to full a stadium, the only way you can full a stadium is always transparency. All right, it is very clear, and everyone has the amount of information on them, so they can grow that affinity towards them. And if you saw that as anything else, something is just flat out wrong with you. Like you're just in a different world by yourself. But in the real world, that's what brings success. So you can't try a different way and think you're going to gain that success. Big up Cataract, you always bring a different view. So Jamaican family vibes, I never said anything. I never said not to big up Cataract or whatever the situation is. Or you just always want to say something different. All right? Because it doesn't matter what you're saying on that specific subject. It doesn't make any sense. It only tells me that you guys just want to say something different, to prolong chattings. All right? If you are telling me that people being transparent are thieves and liars, believe me, I don't want to be close to your Jamaican family vibes. I'm very sorry. Don't tell me about they always bring a different views. All right, some views I don't want to have anymore. All right? I don't want to have any other points on certain views. That is transparency. I want to be that. I will never come here and take anybody things and want to be around a corner with their things. It ain't going to work with me. All right? And I'm not going to have any additional discussion on that. Believe me. One discussion and that's it. All right. Jesus said, Suriname telling the fans, the new players. Sportsmax out there interviewing Makala with Edin ready for world. I saw it, Jason. I saw it. No, JD. I believe in transparency. Yeah, okay. Well, I was not talking about Cataract the individual. I'm just saying that what he said to me, I couldn't get over. Like I'm saying, oh, this is how Jamaica works now. Damn, you know. Yeah, that's not for me, you know. You have to grow up sometimes for real. All right, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, you out here laughing like a clown. Can't think more. All right then. So if you're going to continue trying to be disrespectful, I think this won't be the place for you. All right. Yes, so let me help you out. All right, let me help you out. And yep. All right. So you can go and laugh with yourself. No. All right. I just don't like the trans part of the word. No, you're just trying to be over the top Jamaican, and sometimes in just maybe on our streams and in our world that come off. You know, I understand what you're claiming to say, but transparency was a word way before all of these foolishness. So don't tell me that you stop reading dictionary all of a sudden because you have a different word came out or some people came out that you don't like. You stop reading and stop educating yourself. God damn, man. Sometimes we need to stop, you know. Sometimes we take joke too far, you know, man. All right? Too far. Fritz, that big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Where you're talking and this guy trying to be just a prick. You know, so anyways, let we continue. We continue here. So as what we said, then after British Virgin Island, then we have a must-win game against Guatemala based on the standings now. The only way we are going to not have a must-win game, Guatemala's result does not pass like a 3-0 and we score 10, you know? I want you to listen to me now, people. The only way it's not a must-win game for Jamaica is unless Jamaica win by 10 goals over British Virgin Islands. 10. All right? And Guatemala maybe scrape a 1-0 victory. All right? And we win by 10. So more likely, I think it's going to be a must-win game for us in the end. So that's why I came to the conclusion to say that this tournament, I wouldn't have actually gone to this tournament at this point, you know, because it just doesn't look like it makes much sense. I would have given the guys in the 2 or 3 days, spend with your family, and then you know that once you come in, you're not leaving back, because right after that is going to be Gold Cup, and I would like to make sure I pressed on in these 2 games, and then go straight into the Gold Cup and going there to win both of those things. I used to play pro football. All right, massive respect. Bessa says silly, yeah, but that would be my plan. I think these two games, if you're going to force players to come in and play because you want them to get ready for whatever system you claim that you want them to get ready for, 12 hours before and 5 hours before, they might break down before even the Guatemala game and not even making the Gold Cup. So you might lose every single thing in the end. So, and if you go and play a subpar team and then lose to Trinidad, how much, and then you don't pick them for the next game, for the World Cup qualifiers, what was the meaning of that? You understand me? So based off what I'm seeing, I don't think it made much sense. Yeah. It makes sense if they want to try and open the shop window. Okay, yeah, for me, I don't think it makes much sense when I'm looking at it. I think that everything is too short, and you're putting too much pressure on the players. And you know, if a player turns out not turning up for some specific games, people will jump on the non-committed bandwagon. So I think you're pretty much setting up the players them for people, the people that should be full in the stadium to criticize these guys because they're not turning up. And that's why we have to really think it out on a longer term basis before we jump to these events, in my opinion still. All right, I don't have the direct information. Or the coach said he's glad that he's getting these extra games, you know. I would love for someone to ask him if he was the one that planned for this, and if it's what he said, and if what he said, which is he's trying to prepare his team for the World Cup, then how big your squad is going to be, 35 to 40 players, because clearly 78 players will not be available. All right, because and they are the main players, they are the main starters, and all several of them will be busy days before. All right. What you're saying makes better sense. That's what's going on. JD, I am predicting a upset. Either Jamaica or Guatemala will lose or draw with a lower level team. Okay, I think Guatemala have the better chance to draw because Guatemala has Damrep, Damrep. But no, but Guatemala's Damrep game is, yes, Guatemala has Damrep. All right? Guatemala has Damrep. So Damrep game is a tough game. That's why I said if they do win it 3-0, it's going to be a tough one. If they win 3-0, no, they're going to have a big advantage against Jamaica because no, they don't have to win the game. They just need to make sure they stay in the game. And if Jamaica let them score first, I think it's pretty much over for first place because now you have to score two. And the last time we played Guatemala, they were the better team and comfortable the better team in that game. And that game was the Gold Cup we played them in. And even our coach said that they were the better team. And if we repeat a performance like that against Mexico, we have no chance of winning. And we went out there and repeat the same performance against Mexico, and we had no chance winning from 20 minutes in the game. You understand me? So we need to go back in history and remember those things. So I think this might be a tough one. Question, would the best solution have been to not take the Unity Cup at all? Yes, Jason, yes. Yes. To not take it at all. Let them come in a day before, properly work on your strategies, because you get an extra day to train and everything. I would take trainings rather than don't have the players them to do what I want to do in the first place. I would take training then. So if I'm going to bring some JPL players, at least I could teach them a system that I said that they don't know. So I would take training, and I start training 1 week before when the Unity Cup going on, and then take my players over to British Virgin Islands. That's the best way to do it. All right, because remember the other players will be busy playing the Premier League and stuff. Remember, that's not going to change. This feels like a JPL All-Star. And guys, Philadelphia Union will have game right around that time. I think even in the FIFA window, Philadelphia Union still have games. All right, let me take Philadelphia Union. All right, let me give you Philadelphia Union games and let you see for yourself. They have game right throughout. They actually have games. All right. See, and the Philadelphia Union has a game. Let me tell you right here where it is. Philadelphia Union have a game before the 26th, 2:30 my time. All right. So 2:30 in the morning my time. So that's 1:30 England time. England time. So that means the next day, if he should leave, he will be on a plane 6 o'clock in the morning of the 27th to come and play the 27th. So Blake cannot participate in this tournament, in this first game 100%. And by the time he's going to reach the tournament, he's going to already be close to the second game. So that's not going to add up either. So Blake will not be at this competition. And then right after that, he has a game for the 26th. The 26th, he has a game on the 30th. That's a next game, right? And that game on the 30th is 12 o'clock. And we are going to have the final game on the 31st. So Blake has games on both days. So Blake will not be at this competition at all. At all. I can strongly say so, unless Philadelphia Union send him to go away, and they need every points that they can get. So Blake will not be at this competition. Both Damien Lowe and Damara Gray has a game 6 hours before 12 o'clock they're going to finish their game as well. So both of them won't be there for the first game. So at least 7 of the main starters won't be there for the first game. But Jay, are we getting money to? Of course, we're getting money to participate in the tournament, Richard Samuels. But JD, this tournament will be good test for bench players. I understand your point. But I think I honestly believe it's not going to be good. But you know what? I'm going to hold it together, and I'm hoping for the best. But playing 4 games in 9 to 10 days, think it's way too much, you know. Worst off, you're coming off a strong season that you're playing a lot of games back to back. I think that is slightly too much. All right. It's all about the papers, Sheridan says. The weird thing is the JPL playoff will be at the end, which takes away some of the better JPL players anyway. So even those players will be depleted based on JPL playoffs. Okay, well, that is tough. That's why I said the conversation was good for me to bring up when I was looking at it, and then I actually got a call, and it kind of strengthened my point as well. You know, because they're saying, oh, this will make sense. You know, I'm not going to get into whatever the call, you know, but I was looking at it the same way, you know. I would use JPL players, but Jason just told you that even JPL players at the same time will not be available. All right, so Marlon Nelson said, big up Marlon. I would love to hear Marlon take on this, you know. Marlon, you really think this tournament is necessary? Chris, me true, because to sell players more lucrative than league's prize money. All right, Marlon, none of the 3 goalkeepers won't be there. So what so Marlon, hold on, let me hold on, people. Let me drink something right here. Marlon says none of the 3 goalkeepers won't be there. So it's an old field player will be there then. Now we have to find we can get Connor Boyce Clark. We can get him because he's featuring mostly at a lower tier. So maybe Connor Boyce Clark, we can get him to come in, you know. JD, like you getting in shape. You can no, Connor Boyce Clark could be there, you know. Yeah, that is. This will be benefit Trinidad only. All right, so Marlon said it will be benefiting Trinidad only. Let me see Trinidad schedule. All right, Trinidad schedule. All right, let me see their game. All right, so they have a game on the 6th. All right, they have a game on the 6th as well. All right, so their first game is at home against St. Kitts. Their second game is against Costa Rica. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. But I know that this does not sound like a football related reason why they took this competition. You know, if it's football related reason, it's not based off what he had said about fine tuning for World Cup qualifiers, because I would want all the players that I'm going to be using mainly for that reason. You understand where I'm coming, guys? You must can see where I'm coming from. You get me? I'm not here to bash them, but I'm just saying I think that needed more time to reconsider, you know, rather than just jump to this. And then I can just jump on the internet and see that half of these mans won't be available. So instant, I don't need to pick Ethan Pinnock. I don't need to pick Leon Bailey. I don't need to pick Damara Gray. Don't need to pick Blake. Don't need to pick Damian Lowe. We have injured for our boy as well. So the back line alone, just the back line alone, will end up be Latibodier, Dexter Lembekisa, Richard King, Amari Bell. It's gonna be something else makeup, you know, to get the job done. Then in midfield, it's going to be a makeup one. And then in forward line, it's going to be a makeup one as well. Marlon, I have limited time and I wanted to do 1 hour because I have to go back outside to work again. I'm going to try and do the Reggae Girls part 2. Yeah, I did watch the game. But I had said, let me talk about the Reggae Girls now. I had told you guys that I thought that Mexico had made a big jump past Jamaica. Mexico had made a big jump past Jamaica. We had played them a lot of times in several different competitions, Pan Am games and all sorts of games, and those were some ridiculous results, some tens and whole heap of double-digit madness, you know. But at this point, I can fully say that Mexico is fighting clear to run back behind Canada. Mexico is fighting that. I think Mexico might surpass Jamaica and Haiti already. You know? Yeah. Let me know if you guys agree. But I actually think that I had said it last 6 months, but I am confident that we had not improved and Mexico comes back for their spot over we and Haiti. Haiti looking like they're adding good players and Dumane is in a world level tier, but Mexico looks like they have officially passed Jamaica and Haiti. I'm very sorry, people. You know? But Mexico definitely looks like they are serious than both Haiti and Jamaica. And that was not the case the last time. They were better technical than both Haiti and Jamaica the last time. But you could see that the speed and all of those things troubled them. But Ovalia and those girls are ridiculously good. They're equally just matching a talent of the next team, and then the technical ability of the rest of the team that's come their way. And to be honest, people, I'm very sorry if that game had ended 10-1 for Jamaica, because it's only one chance Jamaica truly get in the game, and it was the what's a girl name that swiveled in the box, the brown girl. I always mixed up her name. Jamaica, let me get her name. That was the only half chance we got in the entire game. The only half chance to get in the entire game, and they got around 16 headers within 10 yards of the box and did not score. You understand me? So that game was, that 3-0 was a very good score line, you know. In the end, McKenna had the chance. McKenna had the chance. Yeah, McKenna had the chance. That was the only damn chance. And every other damn chance is, people, was Mexico just running over Jamaica. And our backline was not bad. We have Samson, we have Swaby, we had Plummer, and we have somebody else. You know, I'm not going to even say that name. We had someone else. You know, I am done. I am done with these partition teams. Yes, I am tired of it. Coach, please pick players. What happened to the right and left back girl that I saw pinging balls all over the place the last time? What? She's too good to come back? She's too good to come back? I am tired of this, man. It's like when a player plays good. Okay, Naya Cardoza, yeah, she did come on. But she came on in the 70th. She came on in the 75th minute. So she played so good the last time. And she don't get a fullback starting spot. I don't know what football them man are watching, man. I don't know which football them man are watching, but goddamn. This player the last time against South Africa, she was one of the best players. After that, nobody, if it's not the left back from Liverpool, nobody else playing over her. To how good this little girl is. But for some reason, you have some spots in Jamaica's teams that has to be just xenophobic spots. That's what I'm going to call it. Just flat out xenophobic spots, because some of these players just... Let me leave it right there, you know? Warrior, I think Jamaica's selection is the most shocking selections you can ever find. I'm talking in everything of football. Then you just leave it alone. Just stop. Just leave football. I'm done with this, man. I am so amazed. All players can just play good for Jamaica and nobody look at them as like, oh, yeah, carry. Never born here, no, man. Give me no. I ain't a big name. We may have to put him on the field. See, if you're good and you're not a big name coming from somewhere else, you can't get in the game for Jamaica team. I'm gonna say that because that's the only thing I can say. Because there's no way. I understand you're gonna tell me, oh, you know, she played in Mexico, so that's how we give her the edge. So what happened when we did Jamaica? We still give her the edge again. Is Washington injured? I was hopeful about our national team making the 2026 World Cup. Right now, JD, all I see them is promoting the lowest quality. Jamaica don't like win. Yeah, I think it's tough, man. I'm not sure why Naya didn't play. When I mentioned her, to start, people in the comment telling me that is baptism of fire, and I am saying she looked ready. Oh, hold on there. But Jason, why you don't even tell people that? They tell them to go and watch the last game the girl played, and the next person who is starting go and watch the last game she playing. So what happened? Why the next one have to get game? Is it like like you have to get game when you reach certain levels in life? Like if you're a professional, you have to play. Okay, so then why is it our narrative changed when the young players, them born in Jamaica, Jason? Then we have to sympathize to them. Oh, them young. So let me put them in the team. So why she now will actually come in and showcase that our education is so far surpassed all of these other players. She can't play because it's gonna be a baptism of fire. Jason, in your heart, you're not seeing these things, my brother? I don't. Oh my God. Buckley always get picks. And we say we can pick because you're doing good in college. You understand me? And I agree with it as well. So why when oh my God. People, I am very sorry. You have a lot of questions needs to be answered when it come on to Jamaica national teams being selected. It's I don't know who invented this selection, but I know it's not just solely the coaches them. Blessing Marcelo, thanks for being here. She needs a transfer to Fraser's Whip to get a chance. I think that actually makes sense. It actually makes sense. At this point, people, we have to call out the blatant xenophobia when it comes on to Jamaica selection. Anytime we are picking somebody locally and they're young, they're never as good as the next young players them from the foreign countries that has to rub the benches. And you tell me that we can't put them in. The last time we put a actual young player in the baptism of fire is one of the best young player ever to play for Jamaica, which actually won us 500,000, which is Dexter Lembekisa. The last time we just threw him in when one of our players them desperately failing. And he was one of our main players, ended up winning us 500,000. Please, just coaches. Just fire. Just get fire. Just get fire by doing the right thing. You can't tell me that you never saw this girl play the last game and you keep on putting this person. I don't know how this player make a national team. I don't know how this player make a national team. I'm not going to even call her name. And that is how you and the whole of you are going to say the name when me talk. When you just say the name when me talk, I mean say, I don't know how this player make a national team. So that is how clear you know that this player should have stopped playing for the national team a long time now. You understand me? If you tell me that your direction needs to be technical, your direction needs to be technical, and then you have a technically solid player on the bench. Friday, big yourself, man. It's just shocking, man. And it just shows you that it's happening on all teams. All teams, it's happening on. So you need to come and showcase that you can play football. They said, okay, hold the back seat. You understand me? Because anybody we have to put them in front of you. I mean, I don't like to come talk that way because I'm always just talking about football, man. But people, Donaldson was the best damn thing happened to Reggae Girls. It's the best damn thing that ever happened to Reggae Girls was Donaldson. You know why? He actually knew where Jamaica were at the time. Jamaica have not reached the level to play expansive football, especially with these selections. You understand me? We're not at that level as yet. Anytime we come up against all of these big teams, we have no damn chance. You know, these players play way too fast. They are way more technically better, you know, and they are more team than Jamaica. So it just looks ridiculous. You understand me? So I think a next fail of a JFF again, because moving away from Donaldson might be one of the worst mistakes he ever made, you know? Yeah, because believe me, at least he was galvanizing the players to understand their deficiencies and breeding in people as it goes, you know. But damn, when I was looking at it, Spencer makes some ridiculous saves, you know, and world-class saves, and we still got 3-0. They missed 10 big chances. Spencer made world-class saves, and we still got 3-0. And that's a team that we defeated to go to the World Cup. And you're going to tell me that we improve? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that we have improved at all. And it's not just down to the coach itself, because I heard this coach fighting for his rights. And he's not Bob Marley. Imagine you get a job and you have to be fighting for the rights to do the job. Only in Jamaica Football Federation. I'm very sorry. Al Grimson, same thing. John Wall, same thing. 50 man before, same thing. Tapa, the same thing. Even though we don't agree with his foolishness, but it's the same thing. Everybody get a job with the JFF has to fight for them rights, especially coaches, because they can't do their actual job. Yeah, coaches, man, left the jobs, give it to them, man. They're medicating them, always see them brighter than everybody. Everybody with them higher, always brighter than everybody. So why when you can't do the jobs them? You know, go do it, man. Getting rid of Sidela was, yeah, man, that was also bad. We need to fire the coach. No, man, a man of valor is, what, you see it? Why we keep on a skip? Man want to fire the coach already. I don't think he's the coach is the problem. Because I heard the coach saying that he wants these quality players. And then every window, he has a list of players. Oh, you know, we couldn't get that one. We couldn't get that one because we reached out. Coach, make sure you double check that they are reaching out to these players. Believe me. Or you reach out to them yourself. All right? You reach out to them yourself. All right? No, JD, not only in Jamaica. It looked like it's like other Caribbean countries have the same issues. Yeah, okay. Well, we lost that position to Mexico. And Mexico really looking like they are improving. They have entered 55 competitions. Their players are really living up to certain levels, and it's a next stress out period we are gonna go through again, you know. And people should call out the JFF for that, because Donaldson did qualify, regardless of what you guys are gonna say. He did qualify, you know, and he did the smarter things, you know. And I thought that Jamaica is not at that level to try to go to expansive football instant. Like one cycle, you're just going to change to expansive football with the same players. that never played expansive football. It's not going to work, man. It's not going to work at all. It's not going to transfer over into because you're not going to bridge the gap so fast. So when you meet all 80 with speed and the speed transition, you have to revert back to what you did before, or else you can't beat 80 either. You cannot beat them either one bit. They're going to run into shreds because that's what you're good at. So just continue doing that, man. And then also was a perfect example of getting the most out of this team. I think if when this World Cup this World Cup cycle finishes, I think Donaldson will get more credit for what he did now than before. Just watch. Yes, so it is very sad, people. So those are my two topics that I wanted to touch on. I never wanted to come with all bad own energies because my sole purpose for this video was positive to say that what I would have wanted, because I would want a fresher set of players coming in with 1 week's rest to come into World Cup qualifiers, life and death games. Because if Jamaica comes second and go into the group with Panama or Costa Rica, because that's me putting down Trinidad, but yeah, if they go into those groups, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who we bring. If it doesn't matter who we bring, I don't think we are just gonna come out of no group with Costa Rica and Panama. It doesn't matter which team we have, because those teams look seriously better than us over the last year. All right. So it doesn't matter who we bring. All right. So we have to come first in this group by beating Guatemala, I think, to just avoid the others. Because I clearly it's looking more like Costa Rica and Panama will turn up to be first places as well. You understand me? Yes. So you definitely need to beat this Guatemala team, and you need fresh players. You understand me? And if you're gonna done the players them out for a competition that people just making money for the JFF, pretty much. You understand me? I don't believe that, and I know that once I'm done, I'm gonna get several calls for this video, but I had to do it because I just believe that it's not a smart idea. I'm very sorry, coach, unless you're telling me something different in the next press conference. So I'm gonna listen to his next press conference to see if he switches his mouth. You know, but I'm not up with 2 games before that time. Makes no sense to me. All right, and I think it's gonna come back to Aunt Jamaica. So I'm making this video to show you that we are out here and onto things before it even happens. I think it's going to come back to Aunt Jamaica. With taking this competition, and if we are gonna pressure our real players to come and play. If we are going to pressure our real players to come and play, how will Jamaica score versus Guatemala on a rubbish national stadium pitch? Guatemala will just play for a draw. Well, Lemon, that's the truth. The truth is we have to beat British Virgin Island by 9. So we have to just beat Virgin Island by 9 and hoping that Guatemala still don't score 2 and because let me give you because even if we win by 9, listen to this, guys. Even if we win the game by 9, because now Guatemala, we are on +2, and Guatemala is on a +7 goals difference. All right, we have scored 4 goals. They have scored 9 goals, so they are on +7. So if they win by 2, they are on +9. All right, and that means we have to score. So we would hold on. Let me see. Goal difference first, and then goals scored. So if only a two, if they win by 2, if they don't score more than 2, that would have been reasonable. If Jamaica can score 9. All right. So we can have the advantage going into the final game, so they don't have to play for a draw. 9 we have to score against British Virgin Islands. British Virgin Islands have conceded 7 goals so far. Let me tell you who they have played and what happened in those games. World Cup qualifiers, they conceded 3 against Guatemala and 4 against Dominican Republic. So they have not conceded 9 against one team. And both of those teams we saw play Jamaica recently. We saw Damrep, when Damrep finished, we were impressed about Damrep's passing style and how they create chances. And then Guatemala, last time we played them, we were impressed because in this game, Dominican Republic had 26 shots and two big chances out of that 77 position, which you know that they're very good at that. And then Guatemala had 28 shots, six big chances, so they should have scored more, and 73% possession. So Jamaica has to have over 70%, and they have to do better than both of these teams. In order to not have the disadvantages going into the final game. Because once you go into the final game as a must win, the next team will set up against you. Billy, if we can't beat Guatemala, we don't deserve to go to World Cup. No, you can't disrespect a team like that. No. We saw Costa Rica versus Suriname. How quick that game changed. Very quick. Very quick that game changed. And Suriname dominating Costa Rica. Guatemala is a higher known team than Suriname. Obviously, the players' quality from Suriname is higher than that, but they are just coming in. So you can't just say these traditional Central American teams are not easy to walk over. Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, they are never easy teams. Never, because they're technical enough and their stamina level is always better than other regions. So you cannot write them off. All right? Oh my God. All right, Bobby. It's okay. It's okay to say that still. You know, it's your point. JD, me just fed. Are we talking about man or woman? We are talking about both, you know, Mr. Special Edition. We started off on the men and we talk about the girls just a while ago, and we clearly saw that the girls are behind Mexico now. So we are fighting for fourth spot between Costa Rica, Haiti, and Panama. So four teams fighting for one spot. Yes, JD. Damrep was wasteful. Yes. So, but I'm just telling people that we have to score over 7 goals. Have to score over 7 goals. I did watch that match, you know, Marlon. I did watch the match. And I agree, they were definitely wasteful. I did watch that match. Yeah, so people, thanks. Please do hit the like button as you come in. Double tap the screen and you're gonna get the like button. I just wanted to bring that to your attention to say that based off what the coach had said, he wanted the competition for and the importance of the other games them coming up and the availabilities of players, it just does not connect. And I think that there's no mathematician can come and tell me that what he said connected to what is actually available. So that's why I had to bring it to your attention. So let me run over it. JD, are you watching? I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. You guys give me it, and it was 46 hours. But 46 hours might have passed already, you know. Or it might be today. Hold on. It might be today, you know. Hold on. Was it today or Tuesday? Oh, people. I am busy doing my yard, you know, man. And I still came to give you guys one of the big bad content, you know. And you're out here beating me, you know. All right, so let me see. Oh, we lost 4-0 to Finland. When was this? 31st. Okay, that's not that we lost to Finland right here. Right, let me see. All right, so let me see how much games you had played before, matches. So we lost to Finland and we lost the next game. So Finland was the first one, we lost the second one, and we have the third one. What, today? Today we have the third one, let me know. JD, I just talked about Guatemala have DR to play. That's a tricky one. That's what I said, Moby. One, if they win against DR, which they can, because they are the slightly better team going in. And they win that, it's going to be a tough game going down. Tough game. JD, the only worry I have for Jamaica is if they can adjust to and the basketball field. Okay. So you think Jamaica can score the 9 against them, Marlon? And people inside the chat, you think we can get the 9 goals or over 7 goals against them? Because we always say these things, you know, and then Marlon complained just like how he complained about Dominica pitch as well, you know, and say it was a struggle. And we clearly saw Dominica game, and that was one hell of which I think Dominica is better than BVI still. Yeah, they lost to Lebanon as well. Okay, so guys, let me know. Do you think we can get the 7 goals? We just need to win the 2 games. Okay, Mobi, but you look like KSI. Why people kept saying that? KSI have a big forehead, bigger forehead than mine, and a forehead than mine, and I have not hidden my forehead with a kerchief. Yeah, so I'm not looking like KSI. Maybe looking like KFC. If you had said that, I would have agreed. You know, KFC, not KSI. All right, we don't need 9 goals. We just need to win all our games. Well, Javari, you don't listen well, you know? You don't listen well. All right. When you go into a game that the team that you're playing you ain't better than the team, the next team, Javari, and they have an advantage over you. Believe me, that plays into your head and your strategy going in. So stop the foolish, Javari. We need all the goals, them. All right. You look more like Marcus Garvey. All right, thank you very much, JD. If we finish second, in the zone, can still be part 1 as long as Honduras don't pass us, in FIFA rankings. Well, Jason, you know Concacaf goes already. All right. Sorry, but the first time I saw you, I thought it's KFC. Yeah, KFC would have been better. JD, yes, I think Jamaica will be. I don't think Jamaica will be so wasteful. So Marlon says Jamaica will get over 7 goals against BVI. All right, I'm hoping to see that because I need a day that I can cheer a little bit extra, you know. And I've not seen that. When was the last game? The last game I celebrated. The last game I celebrated against St. Vincent. Yeah. I did celebrate it against St. Vincent. Yeah. And I'm a man known for professionalism, you know, but I had to celebrate, man, because it was one big foolishness. It's one big stress out of a series, you know. So I had to celebrate when I got the goal, man. I'm saying, oh God, this is getting bad, you know. Me celebrating like that against St. Vincent. Yeah. I'm glad that people never click me, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it to see if people did click me, you know, because they're my 8, you know. Yeah, they're my 8, you know. Yeah. U17 team get the goals and still didn't make the World Cup. Okay, so Javari says they got the goals, but they still never made the World Cup. All right. Are you a professional footballer? I used to play a football, yes, and no, I've done coaching studies, but not coaching fully as yet. But in the future, I will get there, sir. Football, I will get there. It's going to take a little time because it's not like in Jamaica. As soon as you get any badges, or before you even get badges, once you're in a certain clique, you get positions. No, here don't work that way. You have to learn, keep on learning, and then lock up to playing it, or you have to go and get into certain schoolings, and then maybe you could start from a low, very low level. You know, you from a very low level, like from kids, like 7-year-old kids and stuff. Yeah, over here is a little bit different, you know. So I guess man's but it's good. It's good if you start very low, like the 7 and 8-year-old and 9-year-old. I think that it's not as bad. It's not as bad as what people would think, you know. Yeah, because at least you could get to implement the systems, and you can see how fast they are, easy your systems are to be understood, you know. Yes, believe me. And if you can get a cohesive group of youth 9-year-olds, you know, that is legendary, you know, people. So don't think about those things as negative. I know that people in Jamaica would say, oh, no, coach the kids, man. And you're not a big coach because you coach kids, you know. No. Don't think about it like that. Think about it different. If I can get the kids them to play properly, that is legendary. All right. What say you guys? If you can get the 9-year-olds them to do professional stuff on a regular basis, that is more impressive than get a team of 17 years old playing professional enough because maybe others coached them before, get them up to that level. But 9 years old, you are the ones really making a big impact on their lives. So I think Belgium system, Netherlands system is a little bit better, I think, than Concacaf region, because they don't you don't get an easy way in. You have to work hard to get in, and your overall talent push you to the next level. Not because you know 5 man and you get 16 upgrades and those stuffs. Yeah. So I think I would like that a lot more. Yeah. We just need to win. Yeah, yeah, but Javari, we have always said that, and I am not going to be delusional every single time. I'm going to take my time and talk on what you gave me. You gave me a performance against St. Vincent that was not impressive. We have to call it as it is. Not impressive, none at all. All right? Whatsoever. None of it was impressive at all. You understand me? To the standard that we held ourselves in. To be honest, I thought that we have regressed under this new coach. If you ask me, we have not clicked. We have not kicked on. We have not kicked on nowhere. I thought we have regressed based on how we are playing. I got to say it. I know that Demo might be clipping me now. But what say you guys? Have we regressed? What say you guys? But I think so. I think that we have regressed, and yeah, JD, we're going to have a better team going forward. Okay. Can I ask you? I just subscribe now. Please answer. Goat, Ronaldo or Messi? I've answered. Oh God, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time for me is none of them. None of them. None of them for me. I'm old enough to know about Pele, Maradona, and a lot more other players. I've seen a lot more footballers. Messi and Ronaldo are definitely two of the best players we have ever seen play football. But I still believe that Pele, he's ahead of them. Maradona, I still believe he's ahead of both of them just the same. And we keep on just talking about that, yeah, you know what? Even this dude, Fat Ronaldo, I think he might be the most naturally gifted footballer with everything. Messi has dribbling ability, low center of gravity, controlling, ridiculous controlling, but he doesn't have the aerial prowess as what Fat Ronaldo would have had. But Fat Ronaldo have the same technical ability, the same dribbling ability, the speed to be burn, size, strength. That guy, Fat Ronaldo, if that guy was not a glass player, you would be talking about him as the best player to ever play football. And the man footballing IQ is next level. All right, next level. So when you go into history and talking about the best player, it's hard for me to just say Messi and Ronaldo flat out. It's like disrespect to other real professional players. But they are up there as some of the best players to ever play football. I'm hoping that I answered you properly, football, because I'm older, so I'm in football, so I know some of the lethal points them in football. When you have those, that's ridiculous. All right. So Fat Ronaldo, Ronaldinho played football too as well, guys. Zidane played football as well, JD was in the stands at Pele's first World Cup. Okay, nice. When will Mason Greenwood play for Jamaica? I don't know. I'm hoping that he comes very soon, Mark, but it looks like he might come. He might come here very soon. So let me look out for that. Let me look out for it, all right? I'm not sure if he's going to make it for the upcoming friendlies. Because his team, let me check Mason Greenwood's team. And tell you when they have the last game, because it's easy, if they have the last game similar time as everyone else, he's not going to make it. All right, he's one of their main players, So it's not hard. We don't have to wait until the last week and then we tell everybody that we are doing great. And we are doing great, but yes, all right. So the last week, all right. So where is the last one? All right. Oh no, no, League One. Let me see, when is League One's final game? All right. So where? Okay. All right. So let me see. 28, 18. Nope, nope. So where are all the games? I have not seen the games in here as yet. Uh, 18. I think they might finish a little bit earlier, right? May 18. In France. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe he could take a week and come in. May 18 is still doable. For me, yeah. May 18 is okay. Yeah, May 18 is okay. So yeah, so for I can't just answer you. Footballs, CR7 or Messi, please choose. Oh my God, the man desperately. I need to choose one for him. I can't work. All right. So if I'm building a system that thrives on more technical side, just flat out technical side. So for instance, if I don't have a isolative striker and a speedy winger, I would want to go for Messi a lot more because my team is going to be altered towards being more efficient passing than actually running and moving faster through the channel. So it's going to be a technical tiki-taka team a lot more, and I'm going to go with Messi a lot more. All right. JD, you can mention Pele and Diego with Ronaldo and Messi. There is no other player, but I never said R9 is as good as them, you know. Because I've produced as them, you know. But I see R9M and CR7 as a striker is not better than R9 at all. Messi as a striker is not better than R9 at all. As a winger, as a wing forward, yes, both of them plays better than him as a wing forward. But it's traits them that he had, Marlon. You cannot tell me that I can't compare Fat Ronaldo with Messi and Ronaldo. Oh, no, no, no. The reason why his name is Ronaldo is because of Fat Ronaldo. So what are you talking about? Jamaica national team rocks up our quality players. Macy Greenwood is in the peak form. Is in peak form, but is for this farm will drop as long as play for Jamaica. Okay. Yes, people. Marlon say you cannot talk about no other players when you talk about Messi and Ronaldo. No, brother. I'm very sorry, Marlon. I can't believe it. No. I expect you to say that. Argentina is born. I forgot that Argentina. You're big hater, Marlon. I'm surprised that you gave Brazil Pele so much credit. You know, because you can't hide it. You know, you can't deal with nobody. Like Messi or Ronaldo. You know. You think this era cares about going to World Cup as much as the older era? Phil B. No. The older era World Cup was the only one. This era, your Champions League and the monetary claims of these leagues, it's not different. It's no difference from World Cup. Believe me. You get me? R9 never play for United or Argentina. Yeah, I am very sorry. I can't believe Marlon of all person came up with that. What R9 is better than Messi? I never said there. People need to listen and understand. Listen to understand, not listen to respond, please. I had said as a striker, flat out striker, Messi or Ronaldo is not better than R9. And it's not even close blood. I think you guys don't watch that player. People making football programs around R9. Obviously, they made programs around Messi as well. Systems around Messi as well. But R9, people, stop it. All right, Marlon is totally right, JD. You can't compare Fat Ronaldo with Messi. But I never even compared them. I said what this guy could have done. Please listen to yeah. Put my video back up and listen to me. Well, people, I have not compared them. Billy, people said the coach not showing him class, but I think the coach not happy with these players, him have, so things will look better when him get his new players. Yes, Mobi, every coach coming in, we have said the same thing. When him get him new players. So why it has to be a reset? Why it has to be a reset back to the bad things, them? Why it can't be a continuation from where the last one stopped? So the reset doesn't happen, and the progression can be a little bit closer inside. But CR7 are good. Yes, I never said he's not a good striker, but I want people to know how good the next player was. We cannot go on and act like it was Ronaldo and Messi alone played football. All right? Yeah, man. You had Thierry Henry and those guys were ridiculously good. All right? Yes, man. But all right, so I give my listen to me. This Ronaldo. All right, so CR7, very good striker, very good winger. All right, Messi, very good central forward, very good winger, and attacking midfielder sometimes. All right, yes. Ah, Tyrion, gonna. Oh my God! Look at that. Marlon, did you watch Zico? Yeah, Marlon watch all of those players, man. Marlon is a professional eater. For all other teams aside from Argentina. But people, you guys draw me out longer than what people. This should have been just a 10-minute video, and we are here for 1 hour and 26 minutes. 1 hour 26 minutes. You understand? Because we start talking about. I love it because we're talking about real football and football is history, which is impressive, Yeah, so maybe that football account learn about other players that was actually good, not just these new high-profile players. Nah, man. Fat Ronaldo, don't let Marlon fool you guys. Fat Ronaldo was ridiculous. His name was the phenomenon. Let that sink in. So people, don't follow Marlon. I can't believe Marlon dragged himself so low to Ethan Ronaldo. Kempes, I've seen Kempes footage before, but I don't think I've watched so much games of him though. And Javari, I've not gotten enough game of him though. I've watched Romario them. Because when I'm watching the players, I'm watching them like the players them. Cut-ups of them, because all they do them is like you're watching what these players are doing in clips. Yeah. If you are too close, if you're to choose between CR7 and Messi, which is better overall? CR7 is immensely great aerially. His leap is almost godlike. Leap. Prime CR7 has a vertical leap of around 7 foot. But real life, I think he has let me see how much inch vertical CR7 has, and then we can talk about it, people. All right, let me see CR7's vertical highest leap, because remember that one in the Champions League? Oh my God, man! CR7 vertical leap. Vertical jump height. All right, let me get it right here. All right, see, we are all right. CR7's highest recorded jump reach is 2.93 meters, which is 9 foot 7 inches, achieved during a goal against Manchester United in 2013. Against Manchester United? No. Translates to a vertical leap of approximately 1.06 meter, 41 inches. So 41 inches vertical leap CR7 has. So he has a world level. I think he might be the highest jumping footballer ever. All right. No. Tim Cahill. Let me see Tim Cahill's vertical leap. Oh my God. Let me go back in a football bag. Tim Cahill. All right. Cahill. Vertical leap. Let me see. Cause that Tim Cahill's vertical leap You had some guys, I'm telling you, vertical leap, vertical jump height. Let me see. If Team K will catch him. All right. Okay, they don't get. Okay, this is disrespectful. They don't have any for him. All right. They don't have Tim Cahill's vertical leap. But in comparison, Tim Cahill, you have to go and watch him. So football, you need to go and watch a player, Tim Cahill. He's like around 5'9", no 5'11" max. And those guys, he's jumping over 6'4" guys on a regular. Top bins, jumping leap, yeah. Jota leap is crazy as well. No, but Tim Cahill and Ronaldo are superstars jumper over Jota. Remember Tim Cahill, you know, a 6'3" man marking him, you know, to score, and he's still scoring. Only Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, Tim Cahill, they had some ridiculous heading ability. Calvert-Lewin is solid as well. But Tim Cahill leap is higher than Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin is already 6'3", you know, 6'3", 6'2". You know, Tim Cahill is small, you know. I thought Tim Cahill was bigger the way he scored goals. All right? Your accent is very good. Great job. Thank you. But yeah, we're bringing up football. So, jumping ability. He clears Messi. He's not even comparison. Heading ability. He clears Messi. He's not even a comparison. Shooting range and shooting power. He clears Messi. A comparison is there, but he still clears him. He's stronger. He's faster. But when it comes down to the techers now, which is the technical ability, controlling, close controlling, dribbling, vision, football education, like to just see players as they do move. I think Messi wins clear in all of those departments. Remember in a football account, I was watching Ronaldo from he just started to play. No, I think it's almost close. It's almost dead even. All the technical abilities, Messi is clear of Ronaldo. And he can score goals as well. He has okay power. Just the thing. Yes, I remember the header that Messi scored, and he ran off with his boot. That was against Manchester United as well. Yes, it was against United. Yes, against United. Yeah. Yeah, so football, it's deep. So if I had to analyze that, I think it's equal, you know, and Messi won more Ballon d'Or. You know, Messi won the World Cup, you know. So maybe football, they might give it to Messi. You know. I don't want to break your spirit because I clearly saw that you wanted me to say Ronaldo, but we have looked at all things. We gave Ronaldo his amount of points. Galactic beats, big of yourself, massive respect. So it's tough. Both of them are very, very good footballers. Can football account? Can you just take that? Just take that, the man. Messi won Central American Cup. So Messi won the equivalent to Euros as well. So Nitro, it's no excuse. So stop it. All right. Big, fast, and strong fans will prefer CR7 over Messi. And fans who put more emphasis on technical ability, which is almost all football purists. Yes, and that's why all football purists always says Messi over Ronaldo, because they know how, or it's a lot of players never had the advantage over certain players. I respect you, but me, CR7, I know based on your comments before, I know that you are saying CR7. That's why I'm trying to give CR7 as much. You are tougher than both World Cup and Copa. All right. No problem. When Ronaldo won the Euros, was he playing or he was a coach on the bench? Nitro, he wasn't injured and came off. Wasn't that the case? And the black lockstop guy came on and scored and win it. So what Euros Ronaldo actually won? Because it's someone else won the Euros and Ronaldo on the sideline celebrating. Am I lying? Am I lying, people? Am I lying? Let me know. Am I am I lying? That's why it's good to have information, you know, people. You're so fast, me fly that back on him. Oh, he brought them to the finals. Okay, all right, cool. All right, Messi brought Argentina a lot of places before and couldn't get them over the line. So now we are celebrating people to bring them to you extend. Yes, I am done now. I'm done. All right, leadership is critical. All right, all right. Listen to me. I was not here to fight against Ronaldo, people. I was just giving all what we talked on here was facts. You understand me? Or they couldn't just sell me the cocoa juice because I had my rebuttals right here waiting for you. All right. Uh, Marlon, oh, Messi is the man. Marlon, I am not going to start any fights in the chat, people. We have come to the end, all right? We have broken down things. I talked on what I wanted to talk on. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to try and extend my pool so I can have more dialogues during games. Yes, I have some things in my head that I want to put out in reality. I'm going to bring some new things. So thanks yet again for all the lovely people that subscribe, like, and share, and had very good conversations. That's what we want. We want people that follows the football and not propaganda. And very often in the Jamaica space, we like propaganda a lot more than anything else. They don't watch football. They don't watch nothing. So I'm loving that we get all the people that actually watch this football, and we can have some serious conversation because we went back at least a good seven. We went back into the 85, 86 football, from 86 football to 2025, and we had people here giving us information. So I love that. All right. So people take care and uh, take care. I can't bother with this new fight. All right, take care. All right, football account Marlon. Leave other people alone. Let them share their views. All right, Argentina players are not only the players. Only players play football. Bye bye.